how's everyone doing? We're just gonna get right into it, all right? I think blow-up dolls are really breathtaking. Yeah, that was dumb, and I make jokes like that all the fucking time. So that's probably why I'm single. So I downloaded Tinder. I don't know, there you are. Yeah, I haven't matched with you yet, but I didn't match with any of that criteria either. So I give it like a week before we matched, right? I don't know, we'll see. I matched with this girl last week, and I asked her what her major was kind of early on in the conversation, and she said, I'm IDLS, and I'll tell you what that stands for. It's Interdisciplinary Liberal Studies. I was like, relax, Da Vinci Code. I could have figured that one out. I've been here for a minute. I know what that means. So she follows up that Sesame Street lesson with, you know, I just want to get this out there real quick. I have herpes, but it's cool. And no, it's not cool. And I thought it was really funny how she tried to offer that up to me like it was quinoa. Just like, hey, just give it a shot. Like maybe you'll like it. Yeah. So, yeah, that was really messed up. Let me get this out here so I can keep going with this. Yeah. And I know that probably isn't her fault that she has it, but that's like definitely a deal breaker for me. I'm not even gonna joke about that. Like, even if my top celebrity crush, like if Demi Lovato walked through that door right now and was like, hey, let's have sex, but I have herpes. No. And let me tell you, I would fuck Demi Lovato in the Anne Frank house and disappoint her harder than the ending of that bullshit diary. But herpes is still a goddamn deal breaker. You didn't like that, did you? That's okay. It's not gonna get better. I think Tinder's really cool because I have divorced parents. And there's gonna be a follow-up to that, don't worry. So, divorced parents isn't cool because everybody thinks it's like, oh wow, 2 Christmases. No, it's more like, oh cool, they got remarried, now 4 people are gonna hit me. So, Tinder came out my freshman year here at JMU, and I went home for winter break and realized how fucking tight divorced parents was, because now I can Tinder in 2 different places. It's like, here if I run out of matches, I have to drive to like an Arby's parking lot and sit down and insert my inadequacy into their Tinder and hope I get new matches. But at home, if I'm out, I just go visit my dad. Yeah, well, last note here, dating is definitely not easy, and you know, it sucks being single, but I don't really have any room to complain because dating is far harder, especially in a college town, for women than it is for men. And that's just true. Like, I saw this viral Facebook post that was teaching women how to detect a 2-way mirror in the bathroom. And it said, if there's space, leave the place. And I've never even had to deal with anything like that. My biggest concern on a date is like, oh, I wonder if she'll like Star Wars, or hopefully she knows what IDLS stands for. But girls are like, oh, I hope that he doesn't stand behind a 2-way mirror and beat off while I pee or change. And as much as that sucks, like, do you need the guy telling you how to detect that? I feel like it might be situational. If you're on a date with a guy, and he's like your childhood friend, you've known him for 10 years, he takes you to this nice restaurant in the city, and you excuse yourself to the bathroom, that's probably just a real mirror. But if you're in like the basement of an OkCupid date, and you go to the bathroom that's right next to a room that he's like, hey, definitely don't go in there, fair shot that that is a 2-way mirror. Thank you guys, my name is Jack Teets. One more time, Mr. Jack Teets, everybody.